All right,
Jeez
good.
Louise.
All right, good.
It's been a trip, but we do what we can. All right. Hey, let me hit record on the different devices. Because that would be, we've done that show before, haven't we? Oh, yeah, Ibbott, guess what? I forgot to hit record 45 minutes ago.
Right? Yeah.
Don't
Right? Yeah.
do that.
Don't do that.
Well, in this case, Twitch would kind of get her backs here. Okay.
Track, insert,
Track,
new track,
insert
record,
new track,
record.
record.
All right, I'm gonna
Record. All right, I'm recording
Recording
locally.
The video and whatnots. All right, here we go, gentlemen. And I'm going to try to find the logo and clean some things up as we go along, but we'll get there as we get there.
Okay.
Hey, first off, Lady Jasmine's hosting us on Twitch. Yay! Thank you, Lady Jasmine.
Woot woot.
Yay.
Woot woot.
You're number one. All right, here we go. Welcome to Pokemon Go Podcast. Look. I got the shirt and everything. Pokemon Go Podcast, where we talk about everything that is awesome in the week of Pokemon Go. It has been quite the awesome week this week. Joining me over there with the Master Balls, Woodard.
Yes.
Yes. I don't have the technical difficulties that you guys have. That's what you guys caught this
Let's
week.
see. Brian
Technical difficulty.
Maybe.
Oh.
It went dark. But the man with the premier balls quickly dwindling, Brian Ibbott.
Hi there. Hi there. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. It's just not fair right now. I'm trying to do something cool.
Yeah. Cool. You know, things just don't always go the way they're supposed to go tonight. We apologize for starting late. We've been working on the stream going. So that's neither here nor there for the podcast. Joe, tell us about your week.
This has been a
great week. You know, we're going to talk about it later, but I've been loving
the extra
Gen 1 spawns. It's been
between the nostalgia
of
the
the 8-bit
sprites
being in the game, and then now us having almost exclusively, not quite exclusively, Gen 1. It's felt very much like the first
time I picked up
the game. And so it's been awesome. It's been great. I got my Moltres,
so that's been awesome.
I caught a wild level 35 Rhyhorn
that was 82%. So I was like,
well, let's just evolve this. I don't need to put any Stardust into it. And now it's a 3K Rhydon.
Wow.
No Stardust invested, just candies. I'm like, that is awesome.
And so
I've been hitting the gyms. Got myself a Soul Rock finally, which apparently a lot of people did. This isn't one of our news articles, but
Niantic did their
typical thing where they overtune spawns, and for about 3 hours, Soul Rocks were everywhere.
So a lot of people
got their Soul Rocks.
I think it was last night.
So that would be Wednesday night. So that would be Wednesday night, the 11th.
But yeah.
So
just a lot of fun. A lot of
Machops.
Which I'm happy.
Which I'm happy.
Yeah.
So.
Because Machamp
is real good against in raids. So
I've seen a lot of
That's
everything.
cool.
Well, apparently there's an echo. Oh, why would there be an echo?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't either.
I'll try muting my side. See if it's coming. I don't think it's coming from me.
It should only be going out through me, unless Alberto is also looking or listening in.
Several people are
reporting the echo, so it's probably that whatever is feeding into your headphones
Are you still on the Discord audio chat, Joe?
No.
If they're listening,
Could be sending two audio signals.
No, I'm not in the Discord.
No, I'm not in the Discord audio chat.
Were you just getting? Let's see. They're saying, are you getting a mega echo from Joe and Brian, but not from Charles? So it's got to be.
So it's got to be your headphones, though.
Because aren't you the one streaming?
Charles?
So your stream must be.
Be
playing
whatever's coming through your headphones.
Hold on, but nothing's coming through my headphones.
We are.
Well,
we
not
are.
to my computer. I'm trying to check it out, and then of course the screen's got Brian a black double share screen thing.
I know. I'm trying to do something really cool. I'm really trying, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the echo would be. Oh, you know what? I might know. Well, no. Why would no? I don't have Twitch up in the background or anything like that. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. You know what? Maybe. But I'm not hearing it off my computer. And the podcast people are like, "We don't care."
Yeah. Well,
I've got one thing to check, but and then I'll tell you mine because I know Ibbott's doing his stuff.
That's right.
So, but Joe, you've been catching a whole lot of cool stuff, getting a lot of cool things done.
Yeah, it's been great.
That's awesome. I think if there was sorry, I'm not being thing, but I'm just like used to. It's only Ibbott and I working on stuff, so it'd just be dead air while we fixed it. At least we got Joe to kind of help fill some things out there. Oh, it was getting his game up. Sweet.
Yes.
So
yes.
I think I'm ready to talk about my.
Please talk about your experience.
My experience of the week. No, don't leave the meeting. Stay in the meeting, people. We gotta stay there. So my experience has been really cool. I've done the quests, as you will, and I've gone through and on the quests. Finished up. I actually was pulling up my game to see where I was. But I finished up a whole path, right, Joe? And I got the box, and the box opened and it's like, hey, you get this, you get this. And all of a sudden, I must have found a new setting. Sometimes there's a low res setting for games to help with your battery. Sometimes there's a high res setting to make it beautiful. I found the Moltres setting because some flame bird just popped on up on my screen. I'm like, oh. So I thought about the show, and I thought about our Discord patrons. I was like, all right, I'm going to share this with them. And I took a screenshot. I'm like, what do I do now? I don't understand. And then I posted that to Discord and immediately went back to the game. And on my first throw, it just curved. I didn't get a grade or anything. Just the first throw, blink, you caught him. I went right back to Discord with that shot. I went, oh, never mind. It was super easy. First throw, curveball, all that jazz.
Did you remember to pin app it?
No, I thought it was going to run. I thought it was going to be hard to catch. No, I used golden. I used the golden.
We talked about it last week. It can't
run. Not run, but I thought it was going to be like throw ball after ball after ball after. So I golden buried it, thinking I was going to have to do because like others, I would hit other legendaries when I played them, and it would just pop out of the ball. I thought it was going to escape. I guess is the word I was looking for, and so I just golden raspberried it through the first ball. And it just stayed. I'm like, damn it. Okay. So, but that was my week. It's very cool. It's very fun. I'm loving the quest stuff. I just finished the special quest with the 2 raid. I finished my second raid today. I beat the crap of a little Charmander. It was awesome.
Wow.
Beat him down with a Gyarados. I had to think about it. I got him with the Gyarados.
There you go.
I got my second raid done. I saw a Snorlax raid on the way home today, and not a single person standing out there, no cars around. Like, yeah, waving by as I go by. So the quests have been great. I've gotten a number of extra Gen 1s I needed. Magikarp, man, we talked about one of the quests. You have to evolve a Magikarp. So I've been pin-apping those dudes left and right as they come around. But that's basically my way. I got legendary. I got the only legendary that matters, right? Terry Wolf. I got that one. So, I'm good, man. It's been awesome. What about you? I know part of your experience is about what's happening about on the screen there, but
that's right. That's part of it. Now, the part of the mythic research that I've been stuck on is the and a lot of people are going to be stuck on this one is the Magikarp. Right. So I've just been, going after Magikarp after Magikarp after Magikarp. And while I was looking for those Magikarp, I caught one and it changed on me. And turned into a little yellow Magikarp, a little shiny Magikarp.
Oh,
now here's the thing.
Nice.
It had crummy stats. And I have some Magikarps that are set aside that have actually really good stats. And I was thinking, well, crud, I know I have to level one of these. Do I level the one that's got the good stats, or do I level the one that's got the crummy stats that's shiny? And of course, I had to level the crummy stat one that's shiny because I want a shiny Gyarados.
Yeah, of course
and
you
so
do.
on your screen right now is a big shiny Gyarados, which
it's got a good moveset.
Joe,
Joe,
stop showing off. Stop showing off, Joe. Ibbott gets to show off right now.
I get to show off. Yeah, my turn. Show off. So anyway, got that and got it evolved and all that stuff. I left this in here so that I could claim my reward for completing 7 days. And let's go ahead and catch that. Yeah. Good job with your field research. Blah, blah, blah. We know we did this all last week. Claim reward. Oh, breakthrough Stardust. Oh, why didn't I have I should have had a thing. I should have had an egg and a going on. Oh, well, that's all right. Here we go. Mysterious Pokemon has appeared. Start encounter. Let's go and do this. A wild Moltres. Moltres appeared. And we're going to pin up that guy.
Yeah.
Right, Charles?
Yes. I did. I thought he was going to get out of the ball. I knew he wasn't going to run away, but great. Zapped him right in.
That's right. Oh, that's great that you can see this. This is awesome.
Oh, see, it popped out.
Oh.
How close are we to real time?
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you mean?
You're throwing the ball right now.
Yeah, I just threw the second one.
All right, so on Zoom at least, we're pretty close to real time.
Seeing it live. Oh, come on now. All right. Nice. You know what?
See, that's what I thought was going to happen to me. That's why I golden buried.
Give up all my peanut berries.
You gotta use your radio announcer voice for the podcast people. You have play-by-play, Charles.
Okay, so this is Brian's third shot at the Moltres.
Oh,
it popped out.
It popped out.
All right, everybody, quiet.
Can he catch it? It's a 1379 Moltres.
Through.
We got to be quiet. So
do the golf. We got to do the golf one. He threw a pineapple berry. The ball hit the bird. Right in the beak.
Stand.
It's on the click. Oh
no!
Out.
He's out again.
Okay,
all right, one more.
Scott
here.
Johnson texted
Scott Johnson
you the number
says
3.
Third time's a charm, except for this is number 4 or 5.
Yeah, this is like 5. I think 6. Come on, stay in there.
Pineapple berry. So Lady Jasmine is asking why Pinap. Because you can double the candies that you catch, which candies, of course, go to help power it up. Yeah. So it keeps popping out.
I'm out of Pinap, so now I'm just resorting to golden raspberries, and it doesn't. What's going on?
And it is double. Is it double candy for everything, Terry Wolf?
Yeah. So with the Pinap, it would have been 12 Moltres candies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joe's your name, Terry Wolf. No, I don't think so.
Can he talk right now?
No.
we got spinny bar or spinny thing. Come on.
All right. It's trying to
connect.
connect.
Is going to just get fat, like trying to
shove all the.
Now your game's like glitching.
Network error. Oh, come on.
What? Just so
he's not buried, by the way.
There we go. Now he's buried. Well, see, look.
But yeah, so this is your second time through, right?
Yeah. This is my second time.
So the second box is still a Moltres. So
set the circle, wait for the attack.
And so he's getting error 26 repeatedly. It's probably stuck in a loop. But what's nice about Moltres is you can run away and he will still be there.
That's true. All right, let's run away.
So yeah,
use 50 berries. On one.
There you go. So you collect it again, and assuming that the errors aren't still stuck in a loop, it should give you
claim reward. Maybe I'll restart the app.
It's gonna double claim the reward. Network error. I think it's network error 26 is what it keeps popping up.
It is, yeah.
But yeah. So with this, Moltres, when do you think we will get to see a new legendary in the box?
Look at all my apps.
All right. And I'm going to share this with the chat room. By the way, in the Twitch chat, so we're live on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go podcast. You can catch that when we go live and watch this play. And right now we're watching Ibbott just open and close this game. That's
your phone can't handle the truth.
And then it went stop screen sharing. But that's
I stopped screen sharing to see if that might have something to do with it, and it appears that it may have, because once I stop sharing, then it.
Yeah, so so you can watch it here. But what's new in the chat room tonight is we have added Nightbot from in conjunction with Showbot, and is letting you help us determine the title of the show. One of the things you can do is !S space and then type your title suggestions. And there's a number of suggestions, including Moltres Error 22 is one of the suggestions. Now I'm going to actually share the link where you can see all of the suggestions if you're live in the chat room. And you can actually click on the one you like and vote and help upvote the choices there. So that's what's going on. Ibbott is reopening his game. I, just for the record, am on a mythical discovery 4 out of 8. That's the one I'm on right now. I've got to get 5 candies with my buddy and evolve 20 Pokemon. Now, Joe, the reason I didn't go ahead and evolve 20 Pokemon today is exactly how do you get the stamps? Is it only by completing one reward a day? Do you get the stamp for that day, or
it's when you collect it? You get
so
the
I
stamp.
can evolve, but if I don't collect till tomorrow, it won't get me.
Everybody see my excellent shot I just made, by the way?
Nah, fake news. Excellent. Fake news.
And so what you can actually do, technically speaking, is you could actively play once every 4 days and get a stamp every day. Just in between the day you actively play, you have to log in just to.
You just don't collect it.
Yeah, so you collect one, and then you queue up 3 more, and then each day you collect one.
It's like right now, Ibbott's showing that he could collect a reward, but if he doesn't do it until tomorrow, he'll get the stamp by collecting it tomorrow.
Let's go and collect it now. Let's go and collect it now and just see what we got.
And for the record, Ibbott reloaded his phone. He reloaded his phone.
Claim reward here.
All right, do that. Mystical Discovery 7 out of 8. Oh,
let's go ahead and
damn it.
You got that queued up for us.
Let's go ahead and star piece.
7 out of 8. Damn it.
Here's the deal. That Moltres was the last thing I needed to use a berry on. Like the last thing I basically saved it so that I could use fruit on the Moltres to help catch it.
Oh man!
And it was my last piece of mythical discovery. So here we go.
Because you had to catch 50 Pokemon.
I don't want to see.
That was good because I just used a ton of them on that dang thing. All right, we found Mew. Awesome. He says. This is the place to remember forever. You can see why I love studying Pokemon.
And you used up all your pin apps.
I did. Damn it. And I don't get any pin apps for this, do I?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did. All right, let's claim reward. Here we go.
Oh, the spoilers, man. Spoilers.
I'm gonna catch it. On
on Strike Force and on Strike Force.
Oh, look at that. He disappears.
Yeah, did you not know that?
Oh, I see him. He's invisible. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's invisible.
I know, I see him, but
holy cow.
He's like a little invisible. That's really cool.
That is really nifty.
But I want to change.
Right next to your Spider-Man fidget spinner.
How do I change balls? I don't have my little ball change interface screen.
I don't know. Why is it not there?
Do I just catch him with a regular? Let's try catching with a regular. Whoop.
You missed.
There
he
is.
It.
Too hard to know without any sort of shadow. Oh, he broke free. See, look at that with his little stealth mode. Oh, bonked him with a curve.
Bonk.
I like how it zooms in on it. Oh, he broke free. Killing me, Smalls.
Freedom.
So, since we're watching your live feed there, that Elgato, have you used that at all?
Man, he moves a lot.
He does move a lot. Yeah, I've used it for a couple things, and it works with OBS. I don't know if it works with
Alberto says you cannot use any other balls on Mew.
Okay, so you can only use
and the berries weren't there either, so you couldn't.
No, so you just have the regular Pokeballs.
Ha! See, you get the double candies, and other people who caught it early before the event started don't get the double candies.
Oh, there's a reason to don't rush. Look at that. Mew.
It's kind of like watching your ex-wife.
Now appraise it. Appraise it.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Let's see here.
There's so many move combinations for
those
Mew.
of you at home listening. He just caught the Mew. He finished his last thing he needed to do on the quest.
82 to 83 or
Oh,
82 to 84, depending on.
That's true. Oh, I probably
appraisal.
should. Yeah, let's actually do the
But-
real appraisal.
Yeah.
He amazes me. He's got a good attack. Wow. So he's a 15A. He's a 15 attack.
Very nice. Very
I'll
nice.
take it. I'm not complaining.
Set that appraisal.
Is he a good gym attacker?
Oh, Terry
No.
Wolf said
No, he's not.
This is interesting. Terry Wolf says you will catch him on the third catch. That's the catch you caught him on.
Oh, really? Oh, so that's the that's the deal. It's
I
like
guess.
yeah, so he's an 82.
Don't delete it, Brian. You actually can't delete it. They've made it so that it's impossible to get rid of Mew.
I don't care. I'm doing this and I'm locking
Trash
it in.
it.
Are you sure you don't want to?
Trash
Are you sure you don't want to test that? That's what people tell me, is that it's impossible to trash Mew.
Yeah, I don't want to try. I don't even want to try. Do you want to see what the
I
message
would totally
says, though?
try just to take one for the
Do you
team.
want to see what the message says?
Let's find out.
Oh my god, this is the scariest damn thing. Mew is a
There you go.
Pokemon that cannot be transferred. My heart kind of skipped there.
Yeah, man, you went a little pale there, man. You went a little pale for a second. All right.
Dude says something new.
Well, we've got some great show titles
let's get
going
to the
on so
news.
far. Make sure
And
everybody
this
go
is
vote.
some great podcasting right here.
You know what? Whatever. People are hearing excitement and stuff. So you get rewards just for doing the Mew thing too.
Looks like.
Yeah. You get Stardust, 20 Mew candies. It looks like. I wonder if did that double? Check your.
No, it said 20.
Okay, and you get. It looks like you get a super incubator as well.
Yeah, one super incubator.
And
Thanks
part
a
of the
lot.
news, right? Are we talking about the
26
community
Mew
day? No, it's not in the news, so I can go ahead and say it. Community day. I read the thing that Terry posted with all the graphics today. Look for a new special quest on community day. That's what it said.
Oh, really? Which is Sunday.
That was in Discord. Terry posted the
Sunday,
pictures.
Sunday.
And I read
Nice.
through it. And I think it's the third picture in the small print. It says, "Look out for a new special quest." They don't call it quest, whatever they call it, training, research, whatever.
Look for a new training montage.
Yeah.
Well, mythical. I mean, does it look for a new mythical training deal or?
I don't know. Terry, at Terry, the Terry Wolf. Tell us, because he's on. It's in our Discord. He posted the graphic.
Oh, is
Actually,
it?
I got
Okay.
Discord open. I can pop over and look at it.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then that's. I mean, I guess there's no. You'll just basically, once you complete it, if you don't have it done by the time it comes out for community day, then you'll start the new one.
I'm in the wrong one. Get to the right one. I think
It's a field research
okay.
tab.
Oh, new field research. Oh, so
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
new
not
field research?
special.
Oh.
Okay,
Was it? Well,
that makes more sense. You were starting to stress me out. I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll have Mew by Sunday.
well, I mean, it's
Well, you
well,
would
it's
just- it would
special
just-
to the
you would-
event.
And it would just start up. when you
Yeah,
come
so
back.
special field research task. That's a different tab.
Okay,
Don't-
yeah.
Don't worry about your Mew.
It says, look out for a possible field research task, something to catching Mareep. Rumor.
Oh, gotcha.
Related to catching.
Related.
Mareep.
Okay, yeah, it's a
it'll be
little blurry.
something related to the special.
It does say rumor, so apparently, okay, I thought these were official graphics from it, but it's not. So maybe there won't be field research. 'Cause it does say rumor.
Terry says you don't need to worry about it. It's not going to be a Snorlax.
Hey, y'all said that about the legendaries, and look who's got 2 legendaries. This guy. I've got 2 legendaries. So, you can talk
I'm
all
so proud
you
of you.
want.
I'm so proud of you.
That's something.
All right.
But while we're talking about Community Day,
Yeah.
they have officially announced the special move for Community Day, and it is Dragon. Where is it? I just saw it.
Pulse.
Is it Dragon Pulse?
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
I'm missing it now. It's a dragon move. I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Pulse. But what that is an interesting choice, since Ampharos is simply electric type. And I find it interesting because Mega Ampharos is electric dragon type. And I wonder if this is just thinking in the future, or if this is a hint of things that are coming shortly. Like, are we gonna be getting Mega Ampharos soon, or are they just providing this for when we do finally get Mega Ampharos? You know, because if we don't get Mega Ampharos, Dragon Pulse is really, really lackluster on Ampharos. It doesn't have the stats to beat out like any of the dragons. So I don't know. It's just a thought. Just a thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be the first Mega that would be in the game. It's funny that they would go with a Mega Ampharos and not a Mega one of the starters, because it feels like, Mega Turtle or whatever what was it? We looked at that last year.
Turtle?
War Turtle. No, not War Turtle.
Mega Blastoise?
Mega Blast. That's what it is. The Mega Blastoise. Yes. Feels like that should be, if they're going to put a Mega in the game, that's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take. I would like to see any Mega just to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
Just to see how many Terry will catch and grind up, in the process.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how they do that, because Mega Evolutions are determined by held items, and we can't currently hold, like, our Pokemon can't hold items. But Alberto asked Mega Evolutions through special research ? And that could definitely be a possibility if they allow us to start holding items, that perhaps special research will allow us to get those items.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
So
that'd be a whole new interface in the game for those the holding items versus the evolution items.
Yeah, I was thinking today, with everything that we keep wanting to be added to the game and that they are adding to the game and those kind of things, how much real estate will we have to actually play just the game? Because now you've got top and bottom when you're catching. You've got sides, bottom, left and right. You got all kind of screen real estate taken up with the research and the nearby. Like, What about nearby PvP? What about trading? What about where are these buttons going? I mean, eventually it's going to be just a little circle in the middle of your screen for the Pokemon, and everything else will be functions and buttons and stuff there.
Yeah, I don't see us getting that. Because right now, even if you've got like I've got Lucky Egg and a Star Piece going right now, I mean, it's just all that stuff along one side. The special research or the field research is down there. The Pokemon Go Plus is there. The compass, the weather conditions. You could have another couple items just on that side, nearby PvP event going on or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I would like it. But actually, I'd like to. You guys have it easier than me a little bit, because you have the pluses. I've still got just the 6, and it's like tiny little screen. One of these days, I'll grow up. I promise. But
liar.
Hey, I got a song for Terry Wolf though. Ain't nothing wrong with the little catch and grind, because he's going to grind up all his Kanto region Pokemon, because he's got everything times 10. So right now, they flipped the switch, and we have a Kanto celebration where you have all the Gen 1s running around and populating everywhere. Why are we having this event, Joe? I didn't even know this event was coming until somebody said, "Hey, look, Charles won't get a Snorlax," because that's the theme of every episode that we do.
They said that it's the appearance of Mew. They decided to have a Kanto event, since Mew is the last Pokemon from Kanto that we didn't have. So now all 151 are possible to obtain from Generation 1. So, nice. And I think this is a nice event, especially for those that may be new to the game, because with all of the subsequent generations, it's harder and harder to get some of these Gen 1 Pokemon. For instance, when's the last time you saw a Hitmonlee or a Hitmonchan?
Yeah, it's been a while for one of those. But 3 of the raids I did today, I had to do 10 raids once I completed the Magikarp deal, because the next to last research thing you have to do is a bunch of raids. And the last 3 raids I did today were all 3 starters. It was a Bulbasaur, a Charmander, and a Squirtle. which felt kind of appropriate for for this. But I'm kind of loving seeing those in there, and they're all level 1, so they're all really easy to take out by yourself, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Is it only 151? It's 151 in Gen 1, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, 151.
I'm up to 144, so not too shabby. You know.
Oh, yeah, are we doing our count? Let's see.
I was just looking to see where we are. Because we're all pretty close now. Because here's the thing. You guys get it in like a week. I eventually get there. With minimal effort. I will get there eventually.
Yeah, I'm at 149, and we know.
So you need 2. What 2 do you need?
Regionals. It's Mr. Mime and
oh yeah,
Kangaskhan.
Yeah, I've got 147, so I'm missing the regionals, Mew and Mewtwo.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously mine. The only more would the birds. The birds aren't part of Gen 1. They're Gen 2.
No, they are.
They are. So
well,
it's
well, it depends on which birds you're talking about. You're talking about Articuno,
Moltres,
and
yeah.
Yeah, those are Gen 1.
Okay, so that's what that's what separating me from Ibbott is obviously the regionals, Snorlax,
separating,
and I'm streaming. I'm just saying.
Yeah, good point. Functioning stream stuff, I guess, is kind of.
But I hope everybody's out there hunting the Gen 1s that they need and getting the candies and getting all the evolutions ready and that kind of thing. Because it's going on till if I read it right, the 17th. I don't have the article open right now, but yeah,
it's only 17th.
No, it's only till the 12th that you've got the candy situation. So that's what you know.
Is today.
Okay,
that's today. Oh my gosh! So yeah, it is time to grind up all my dudes. I forgot today was the 12th. It was gonna wake up tomorrow and say
till the 12th. Where does it say that?
I could have sworn it said that in news. Let me pull news up again. Am I wrong? I hope I'm wrong.
Okay, because I'm reading the article right now and I don't see any mention of the 12th.
I'm sorry, you're right. Yes, it's
the 17th.
It is the 17th. Yes.
So
sorry. That is correct.
Good.
And speaking of the news, I've been reading the news more when it pops up on the game because it's a nice little graphic and you touch it. It's a nice little article that goes with it. I've been reading that stuff more. It's pretty cool. In game, I mean.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, get out there and get that stuff. Now we just saw Ibbott catch Mew, which was really cool actually to watch. You're nice to get a teaser for what I'll be doing in about 6 months from now. So that was really cool to see. But apparently there's only one situation where Mew isn't outclassed. So he's going to be outclassed by everybody. Sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is that?
It's when you're fighting dragon types, basically. So if he's got double ice moves, Frost Breath and Ice Beam, DPS wise, he's not quite as high as some other people, but because he's got higher CP than most ice types, he can stay longer. He has more staying power, so he can deal more damage over time eventually. But that will probably change once Mamoswine comes out. So, but for now, that is the only instance where Mew is up in the top of the charts, his double ice move. But to get those double ice moves, it's going to take you a while because he's got so many moves. I don't have it pulled up in front of me now, but he's got like 12 quick moves and like 25 charge moves, something crazy. So I wouldn't waste any TMs on Mew. Just saying. I mean, unless you're a diehard Mew fan and you want a very specific move set.
I don't even know what
not worth it.
That's are. Yeah, I mean,
well, because like we just said, he's outclassed all over the place.
So you're not going to take him into raids, is what you're saying?
No,
Joe.
no, exactly.
No,
exactly. And because he's mythic, I assume the same rules apply about putting him in a gym. I can't put him in a gym, right?
I would assume not. I don't know yet.
I'll try tonight and report back, but I'm guessing.
Now, Lady Jasmine saying that evolving the Magikarp will slow her way down, and that's why the Kanto thing is excellent right now. Every Magikarp I see, I try to pineapple berry it, so I'll get
Absolutely
12 candies each catch.
Yeah, I went to a park yesterday that is a Magikarp nest out here, and in 1 hour I went from 320 or 315 to over 400 just from doing the pineapple berry and or peanut berry
Nice.
and catching all of them that I could. It's like now it's almost like they said, how can we help people with their special research? And the cool thing is, even if you're not on that stage of the quest line, the mythic quest line, you still want to take advantage of it right now, because you can do that anytime. All you have to do is just evolve it into a Gyarados during that special research phase. so take advantage of the bonus candies now.
But you have to get. You're right. You don't have to get it to 400. You have to hit evolve during that phase. If you do it before, no bueno, right?
So use exactly. Yeah. Oh God, no. Could you imagine? Like, all right, I'm gonna evolve my Gyarados.
Well, some things do apply. Like you can't go back. It's like get to level 15. Well, I'm level whatever level I am. Exactly. I forget.
Those automatically come in.
So there's some of that. But yeah, the evolutions is, hey, you just evolved the Magikarp. Too bad. Do it again. So definitely be careful about that. That's really
for sure.
Cool.
No, now is the optimum time to do that. Is to take advantage from now until the 17th and get as many Magikarp berries. Even if you're working on a different part of the special research, forego that for right now. Don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about the ghosts. Don't worry about any of that stuff. They'll be around. You still have to catch 10 ghosts. That's not going to be easier with double candy. But getting Magikarp right now for the next almost week.
Does double candy apply to the walking? So you get 2 candies per kilometer?
Well, sort of. They cut the distance in half.
It reduces. Yeah, they've reduced the distance, so
he's going
got less distance to travel.
Anyway, sorry. Cake going the distance. You can find that. You can find my cover of that song on Coverville.
Starting line.
Yeah. Flopping and floundering and bouncing in time. Anyway, how many trainer machines do we need to get a move, Joe?
A bajillion. No,
like
there's a chart here with the probability of success depending on how many you use. And if you look at the Mew charge move, it goes up. The chart says number of TMs used, and it goes up to 30. That's as far as it goes up. But the probability at 30 is only like a 65% chance that you'll get the one you want. And if you use 30 fast TMs, it looks like it's closer to maybe 81, 82%. So yeah, just don't do that. So yeah, it's gonna take forever. And Terry brings up an interesting thing about the fact that you have to catch a Ditto in order to get to Mew, and he says, do you think that's because of the rumor that Ditto is a failed clone of Mew? And I fully support that. Like I've said before, the Pokemon Company has never outright said that is canon, but there's way too many coincidences for it not to be true. That Ditto are failed Mews. And so that makes total sense that's why that's one of the steps in order to catch Mew in Pokemon Go.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yep.
I like that. I like that little bit of lore in there. That's cool.
Yeah, and like my kids call Ditto Mitomo, because have you ever watched the Ditto song?
Oh yes,
it's in Japanese, and so
the one we linked to like a while back, right?
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
Yes.
But they love that song, and so they watch it maybe every other week ish. So yeah, good old Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto's in the new explain it like I'm 5 tournament. So.
I've been hearing about that. That's awesome. Great.
Well, at this point, with what you just told us, my money is on Ditto winning the tournament. Since they like watching that song all the time. And since Pikachu's out. Now,
Magikarp's also there. They watch the Magikarp song all the time, too.
Well, see, now it's a 50-50. Then my final two for that is going to be Ditto versus Magikarp.
But
I'm claiming
but you got to remember also, the Magikarp song talks about how worthless Magikarp is.
At 5, do you understand worthless? I don't.
So if he doesn't know what a Pokemon does, he's been asking me, what does this Pokemon do? And so, like, for instance, he asked me about Pidgeotto. I'm like, well, Pidgeotto flies around and blasts you with air. And so, yeah, he's been asking. He wants to know what different Pokemon do before he chooses winners.
That's very cool. So this next headline, I don't even know what to do with this, because it says my only chance for a Snorlax is in a raid. So that is not. So Snorlax is not going to hatch. He's not going to show up randomly in the world. It's just a raid boss now.
I don't know if he still hatches, to be honest. That is.
I thought somebody tagged me the other day. It's like, look what I hatched. I could be wrong on that.
So he might still hatch,
but he's not going to spawn. How can you not let him spawn randomly in the world?
Basically,
shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
It's just saying that nope, you're done. Snorlax hatched during the Extravaganza event, so I don't see why he would.
Not for me, then. I hatched the crap out of eggs.
The percentage for Snorlax was super low, like ridiculously low for the Extravaganza event.
Yeah, Terry said that was him that posted that. I thought I'd seen something this week. Yeah, I took my purple egg, I actually painted it blue with a little crayon on my screen so he'd be warm and welcoming. I come out of a blue egg. I put, a bunch of little Smurf icons around him, I don't know any other blue things to talk about here. But I tried to get a Snorlax out of an egg. He just wasn't going to do it. He just didn't do it.
Wasn't having it.
Wasn't having it. So the odds are currently that my best and probably only bet is in a raid. And Snorlax is a tier 4 boss. So there's like 0 chance of soloing this thing.
And Dennis pops in to troll you.
That's Phil.
Oh yeah, sorry, Phil.
Phil's so hateful.
I had the right picture in my mind. I just said the wrong name.
So
Mario is in the chat to troll you.
So here's what I need you guys to do. I need you to spoof and fly over to me and give me some air support. Don't shake your head, Ibbott. You owe me one, man. Yeah, I've taken this trolling for 2 years. You owe me one, man.
Or maybe you should just participate in the Discord that you founded.
Yeah, right. Or see if you have the Discord, right? The raid Discord you founded.
It's huge now, man. That Discord is massive now. I planted a little seed to the world, and it grew up to be a big old Snorlax of a Discord. It's awesome.
That's the only Snorlax you'll ever get. And now it's out of your control.
I have been checking it. I've been checking it some. It's. You know what? I'm going to Six Flags this weekend. Maybe. Oh, shut up, Zinzaloo. It's air support. I don't give a crap. You get to troll me every single week. I can say what I want, and I said it. So I'm going to Six Flags. I'm going to Six Flags this weekend. So walking around a lot. Maybe I'll get some. Maybe I'll find that shiny Magikarp, and I can trade Terry for the Snorlax. Maybe we'll do that. Mm-hmm. That'll be cool. So, right, Latios. Wait, this sounds like we're getting a spin-off game. Latios Mobile Raid coming to the iPhone soon. What's this? What is this here, Joe?
So this is coming to us from Jacket K, and this is a mobile raid reference. So this is just an infographic detailing counters for Latios, and these will work for Latios as well since they're both Dragon Psychic. But it's actually a really nice infographic. Jacket K does good work here. But the top counters listed, so this isn't budget counters, these are just legit counters. There is Rayquaza, Dragonite, Latios and Latios, Salamence, and Tyranitar. And then it does have budget counters underneath that listed as quote unquote easily accessible. It's got Scizor, Houndoom, Gengar, Granbull, Pinsir, and Aggron. I almost called him Argon for a second. I'm like, nope.
So
yeah, I wish they would use like
the periodic table of Pokemon.
Well, I'd like to see. Number one, I'd like to see like a font that's better.
That's an 8-bit font, man. You gotta go 8-bit on this thing.
Great, that would have been fine. And now we're done with 8-bit. Took a lot longer than I was hoping. But
I loved the 8-bit.
I know you did. I listened to you last week gushing over it. I couldn't stand the damn 8-bit. I'm with Charles in the whole like. Great. Which one am I looking for? I can't tell. I can't see which one.
I get it. I get it for the hats and the shinies and everything.
Having it as a turn on, like as a toggle, totally for that idea. But anyway, I can't tell what I think that second thing in the top center is a Dragonite. I think because of the little.
It is. Okay. So those images, the little heads right there, those come from Pokemon Shuffle.
Oh, well, okay. Not even a real Pokemon game.
Hey, listener, you went to all the trouble to make something for us to look at. Screw you, man.
No, I'm kidding. Like, yeah, I know.
I like it.
What people make but
Jack has listened forever.
Like me, who never played played one of the Pokemon, the original Pokemon games. Maybe let's see what they look like in the actual Pokemon Go, so I know what I'm looking for.
Now, I find it interesting that these two new birds, they're dragons. They're
psychic dragon.
They're Grateful Dead legendary birds, something like that. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. Their stab. Their was it same. Stab
same
is
type attack bonus.
Yeah, there you go. There's that's very interesting. There's not a whole lot of those in the game.
Dragon is super effective against dragon. That might be the only type that's super effective against itself in the game. I'd have to look that up. I might be wrong, but it might be the only type that's super effective against itself. So,
all right, very cool. I didn't expect that from the legendaries to do that, so it was cool. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Mm-hmm. We got more shinies to go after now.
Not just yet, but maybe around the corner. Yeah. So during a data mine,
more like all.
All of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 shiny Pokemon have been added to the game, but not in the wild just yet. So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That is really awesome. Wow.
So they could just pull the trigger whenever.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that means, I mean, I guess it probably won't change their individual probability that they'll come up, but because they're available now for every Pokemon, that increases their probability that it'll come up on one of the Pokemon that you're trying to catch. It won't increase the probability that your Pikachu is going to be shiny, but it'll increase your chances that you're going to get a shiny if you go out and catch 1,000 Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how many it took before I got my shiny Magikarp.
Right. Remember, but that theory got debunked, right? With the, if you catch 1,000 Magikarp in a row or something, you got a shiny.
Oh, not in a row. There was, in the main series games, you can do chain. Chain capture to increase your odds of getting a shiny.
That's what it was.
But yeah, that was debunked. But I think it is roughly still 1,000 to catch them after. Maybe it's 500. But anyway, to catch them after an event, if they're still around. Mm-hmm. But looking at them, the shiny Snorlax, for instance, barely looks different. So some of these, like, I'm not even excited about. But then there's others like shiny Charizard that I am super excited about, because shiny Charizard is a black dragon, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Which brings me back to something that Zenzalu had asked: who do we want to be the next Community Day Pokemon? Because if history has shown us anything, we're gonna get the shinies.
Heracross.
I would love Charmander, to be honest, because we just got Bulbasaur.
Right, another starter. Right.
Yeah. Kangaskhan.
Yeah, regionals would be real nice.
We've had Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool. Dratini. Yeah, I mean the ones we've had kind of lead them, kind of follow a pattern of, all right, we're gonna get. It's probably gonna be a starter. I mean, we've had non-starters. We've had non-Kanto. This coming one is going to be our first non-Kanto. So,
yeah, there's not really much of a pattern just yet. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
I kind of wonder if they're. Well, I don't know, because Bulbasaur throws a wrench in that theory. I was going to say, I kind of wonder if they're going with Pokemon that a lot of people don't have on their decks yet, like the highest percentage of non-completions besides regionals or legendaries. But we'll see, because I mean, Dragonite falls in that category. Ampharos falls in that category of being semi-hard to catch depending on your biomes, and so, but then Bulbasaur.
Yeah, I know. Dratini was a great example of that, though. Of hard to find one. Found one in the wild today, oddly enough.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody's going to shoot for it no matter what it is. You know?
Yeah. Unless, you sleep through it or something.
Raid reward probabilities. Does this change from month to month? Because I don't recall us having to talk about reward probabilities before.
It's more that I think that they've just figured it out, or figured out.
Okay.
Yeah, numbers for this. Is that right, Joe?
Yeah. So this is coming to us from TheSilphRoad, and they did again, one of their polls, their studies, to see what the probabilities for the current probabilities for raid rewards. We've talked about this in the past, but they did a really nice article. And so as of April, it's got all the different breakdowns. You're still guaranteed the golden raspberries for raids, but it shows how many you're going to get for different raids. So tier 1 and tier 2, you'll get 2 golden raspberries. Tier 3, tier 4, you're going to get 3 golden raspberries. Tier 5, you'll get 4. But then you can get additional, that's what you're guaranteed, but then you can get additional ones, and it's got a lot of really good charts in there. So
nice.
But yeah.
That's cool.
Anything stand out to you as being super awesome?
I mean, obviously, the more candies, the better.
The pineapple berries, right?
Right now, I could really use some pineapple berries. Yeah. Right. As far as an addition, yeah, that'd be great. I could use those.
I do like that tier 4 and tier 5 raids get hyper potions instead of super potions. I wish that they would do that with the revives as well, where tier 4 and tier 5 would give max revives.
Yeah, for sure.
I do love that on this chart you have the tier of monster heads, and then the legendary is like an 80s metal rocker right there with the big eyeshadow shooting up behind its eyes.
That's Lugia.
I like Lugia from the 80s. Lugia. That's what I hear when I see that. That's me. It's
you are an interesting fella.
You know, that's the first thing I saw. Did you not see eyeshadow when you saw Luke? Okay, maybe it's just me, but I'm just saying that's what I saw. I stick with it. I don't care.
It's Lugia wearing a Batman mask.
So, Ibbott, as you may have to run off, what would you do to keep up by listening to the show?
Well, let's say that I'm running off, right? And I'm running off to maybe a different part of the country to go do some searching for some specific regional Pokemon that I'm going to delete. Well, the thing that I'll use while I'm out on the road is the Satchel Podcast Player, because what it allows me to do is pull up and find local podcasts in my area, the area that I happen to be in, or if I'm going to an area, I can look ahead and find out what podcasts are going to be in that area. It's really, really cool. It's a good way to discover local community-based podcasts that you might not discover otherwise. Also, it helps you support the podcast that you love using tools inside the app. You can donate. You can help support the podcast that you like ours, with a buck, a couple bucks, $10, whatever. It's a really, really cool idea if you're a podcast fan or if you're a podcast producer. Both of you should check this out. All 973 of you that fall into one of those categories. I don't know how but here's where you can get it, and you get it for free. Satchelplayer.com. That's right. Satchelplayer.com is the place to go for that, and go check it out. Check it out today. Right now.
Right now, well, not right now. They're listening to this recording.
Well, they're
right now.
Maybe their phone supports both listening and
yeah.
Searching. I don't know technology. Is that how things work?
Before we get out of here, because we have been pushing the line with all our difficulties tonight, Joe, what's the trivia for us?
All right, it is time for random.
Hold on, Joe. We got to lead into this the correct way. I don't care how rushed we are. This is something that we just can't skip over. Joe, what time is it?
It is time for random trivia. And this week I wanted to talk about Machop. You may have noticed that with this event, there has been a severe increase in Machop spawns compared to what you normally get. At least that's what's being reported around on the interwebs. But Machop and Machoke and Machamp, they are the superpower Pokemon. And according to their Pokedex entries, Machop loves to build muscle and train. So, he's just trying to get stronger. Machoke is getting real powerful. He wears a power save belt to regulate its motions because it's getting so strong. And then when it becomes Machamp, it gets another couple of extra arms. And using its heavy muscles, it can throw powerful punches that can send the victim clear over the horizon. So I was curious, how far away is the horizon? So I Googled that.
Don't ask a flat earther. I'm just going to say right now. They will have a specific number for you.
Hey, those flat earthers,
yeah.
They have supporters all around the globe.
I saw that. Anyway, yeah.
But the horizon is roughly 3 miles away. So that is, could you imagine punching someone 3 miles? But yeah, some of these Pokedex entries, they're just crazy with what they claim the Pokemon can do, like we've talked about before. But Ma in all of it, Macho is in each of the names. And then there's Chop, Karate Chop, choke him out, and Champ, because he's the best. But yeah, these guys are pretty awesome. You can see in the main series games, often Machokes are used in moving companies. So at the beginning of a couple of the games, you are moving into your new house, and Machops are helping move your heavy boxes into the house. And they're basically these hefty bodybuilder guys. They're pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw Machop in the games, I thought those were fins on his head. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is
I get that.
What is this water guy doing? So
well,
I thought, he's just got a whistle and he can control the spike.
Right.
But in the main series games, Machops are often seen with sailors. And so these muscular guys hanging out with sailors, and then the Machokes are helping move people in, and the Machamps just like to punch people. And Machamp in the main series games, you can only get him through trading. So we mentioned that a few weeks back, how there were certain Pokemon that you had to trade to get.
Right.
You have to trade Machoke to evolve into Machamp. So, but, yep. They're fun.
Awesome. That's cool, man.
Cool.
And has everybody got all the evolutions they need in that family line?
Actually, we Tina and I did a raid a couple days ago. There was a Machamp raid nearby, and so we did that one, just the two of us, and we were able to take it down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool. All right, I think we're down to the end of our run tonight. A few stats here. The top chatter was Terry Elwolf. He was our top chatter this evening. Thank you, Terry.
Oh wow! Didn't know we could. That's cool that we can find that out.
We
Cool.
can find that out. 109 messages. I like all you people. You're awesome.
Wow.
We did that.
The fastest finger award for Terry Wolf.
Well, it was 109 total. He didn't do 109. He might claim 500,000 Stardust from messaging us, but he did it. So, and thanks to everybody for coming out live. It is on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go podcast. And typically we get going 7 o'clock on one week, which is this week, 8 o'clock next week. So next week you can tune in around 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be going do the show live. The podcast comes out every weekend. If you like just the audio version, we have that too. You can check it out at PokemonGoPodcast.com. Support the show at Pokemon or at Patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. Reddit, Joe, where's the Reddit?
Reddit.com/r/Pokemon Go podcast. And that's where you can submit your own links or just check to see what we're going to be talking about in the upcoming week.
And we'd love to get your stories and all of that stuff. All right, Ibbott, where can they find you on the web?
They can find me at Coverville. And that's all the places. Every place you'd want to look for me, you can find me at Coverville. How about you, Joe?
You can find me at Joseph_Ard.
And you can find me at Rock Out of Podcasting across the social media sphere, except on Twitter, where it's Rock Out of Pod, just like Pokemon Go Pod. You know, it just works that way. CharlesMcFall.com for all the projects that I work on. Tune in next week to hear Joe say,
I don't think I'd want 4 arms. I think the extra 2 would just get in the way. What do you guys think?
I have 2 forearms.
Oh. All right, hitting the stop buttons here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I can leave it live for another minute if you guys want to address the audience.
So how do we pull these title suggestions down?
Oh yeah,
it's at the so it's at the link I kept posting in the chat. I'll post it one more time for everybody to look at it. So we already did one about Snorlax last week, so I'm tossing that one. But because it tied with Terry's suggestion of Moltres Error 22, and then Zenaloop typed in Charles still hasn't caught a Snorlax. But we did the mystery of the Snorlax last week. And then like the first 2, the Joey Man, Joe needs help. That was me testing the stuff out. Alberto put in cake! ! Joe put in this is a show title. I put in Ibbott gets a shiny
2 forearms.
Yeah, I have 2 forearms. But Alberto put in echo. Network area, but right now, and so if you click on them, if everybody's looking at it, right, if you go click on this link that I just put in the chat room, if you actually hover over and click, that's how you vote. You'll click on it, it'll light up and go, oh, okay, and you can actually vote for all of them once, so it's really kind of a moot point. But you cannot vote for more than one. It'll tell you you've already voted for this one, so it's pretty nifty. I'm digging it. Cool. I like that everybody put in and suggested some things tonight, so it's very fun. We can do.
But should it really be Moltres Error 22? Because it was an Error 26.
But that's what we kept calling. Remember in the chat, kept going up 22. So I'll let Joe make that call because he's going to be doing the title for the show. Joe, you can tweak it if you like, sir. So there you go. Alberto's got 3 votes for I have 2 forearms now. So, all right, everybody.
Senzalu, I just ate a sandwich.
Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you again next week.
All right. Bye.